Welcome, my name is Jiun, and this is CyberTech Alley Podcast, a place where readers of all kinds, including replicants and robots, can gather and have a moment to talk and share opinions. As usual, it's raining, it's late at night, but CyberTech Alley is always ready to open its doors to you. Welcome to the first episode, the first video of this podcast series. And today I will just answer two simple questions. Why a podcast? And why CyberTech Alley? The reason why a podcast is because I enjoy this format. I like the idea of talking, although I don't consider myself good at communicating. But I enjoy the format, and even though I don't know if YouTube is the best platform to create a podcast, it is what I have now, and this is the place where I will create it. I enjoy those podcasts where people are talking about any topic. Also those podcasts where they are interviewing or talking with another person. I would love to do that, but by now I will be the only one talking and sharing my opinion about different topics. I don't think it will be so different from previous videos. Maybe the only difference is the ambience, the theme for this podcast. But I really enjoy, as I said, the idea of communicating, but I'm not good at that. So I think this will be a good way to practice and to talk. I always think that my English is not perfect. I learned English long ago, and there was a time where I was kind of expert, but since I haven't practiced since many years, I have lost much of the knowledge. So I have difficulties with some words, with the pronunciation of some words. I know that my grammar is not perfect, so I always have difficulties trying to express my feelings, express my thoughts, because I know I have some problems with the grammar, with the pronunciation, with the words. But I think this will be a good way to take my time and practice. And that's one of the reasons why the podcast has this slow pace. I'm thinking in talking about different topics, most of them about books, readings, YouTube or BookTube, and of course that I'm open to receive any idea, any comment. If you feel that I can talk about a specific topic, I am welcome to receive those ideas or comments. So a podcast is a nice, interesting format that I would like to use in the channel, and I hope to do it well. I hope that it will be interesting, but just talking probably won't be that great. It won't make any difference. So why the idea of CyberTech Alley? I have thought about this, in order to get some ideas. I have been watching other podcasts, and I found one podcast where the person talking was taking her time and talking about a specific topic, but the channel itself, the idea of the podcast, has a very simple but interesting theme. And I thought I would like to create something similar. And I think it was like a kind of a revelation that I have thought about this concept of cyberpunk. Lately, I have been very interested in reading more cyberpunk science fiction books. And I think what I like about cyberpunk is the idea of if the ambience. If you have watched the movie Blade Runner, the first one, although the second one is as good as the first one, I don't know if you have seen that scene where the character, he's in his apartment and he's just, I think he's checking some photos, but that moment where he's in his apartment and it's late at night, it's dark, it's raining, it gives a relaxing ambience. And that's one of the things that I like about cyberpunk. The other thing is the idea where the government or the society will be controlled by machines, by computers, by technology. So I thought in using that concept, that ambience for the podcast. But there is something that I don't like about cyberpunk, which is this idea of being alone and that there is no hope. And those are the concepts that I don't like. Although this idea of being by myself, having my own place and time to do what I feel doing, which could be drinking a cup of coffee, watching a movie, or reading a book. Maybe this idea of being introvert and maybe a bit shy could be nice in some way. It's not good, because at the end you feel that you want to share with other people. So I wanted to put both things together, the idea of having that place where I have my own space, having a moment for myself, but at the same time wanting to share that moment with other people. Is that I thought in this alley, CyberTech Alley, that was the original idea, where people can gather, even if it's late at night, even if it's raining, having at least one place where people with similar likes or interests can gather and just have a moment to talk. And that's what I thought about CyberTech Alley. But then, with a second thought, I didn't like the concept of solitude or just being alone, or this idea that the world will end, that there is no hope. So I decided to take out or erase the concept of punk. So instead of cyberpunk, I just left it as CyberTech Alley. So without the punk concept. So my goal for the series of podcasts is, one, to be consistent, and two, bring different topics so other people can come and comment and share their own opinions and thoughts, ideas, experiences. And I hope that the concept, this idea of having a place, and also connected with technology, would give a personal touch to the series. And I hope that people will like it in that way. Well, it's time for me to disconnect, but you are free to stay in CyberTech Alley. I just hope to see you in the next one.